He wrote 10 sins of Agyapong. And when you check them one by one, none of them was I defending my family members. I was defending the parties. And they call it as a sin, so I'm quiet.
Kencity Media.
Education is the equalizer, because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
Kencity Media.
Have role models, and the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
We live in a world of contradictions. These contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free, and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only thus can we create higher living standards for our people and free them from the legacies and hazards of a colonial past and from the encroachments of neo-colonialism.
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They prey upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he's been my role model.
The Chinese president summons all our presidents, and they summon them. The letters may be polite, but it's summons. They go to Beijing, tails between their legs.
cocoa farmers. They have reduced producer price, and Erikopoku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers, and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomic, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda, or propaganda with propaganda, and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain. Good afternoon. Raise to the power 50,000. Another beautiful afternoon. Today happens to be another beautiful Monday, the 4th day of May 2026. Ebra so se yedi sinupe dwumadie ebra wo. Efi sabre ekosi se no 9 ebebo an yede eba. Abusua kai na hye nso Albert Asumani political za. Join me here na fe yede Ghana nkomo abrel na ene on Ghana nkomo a lot of conversations and APPA ya yenso so no yebetimi ewrem na oko eye parliament eho ana nkomo ahase a majority aya press conference minority enso so aya press conference ni nyina no eye over the losses from eye Bank of Ghana yebekom na fe yedimo enkomo na unim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana Mampani enso so di nani chiremo ewo apuemantemo 2-day reset Ghana and wadi nani echiremo ewo 2 days 2-day reset tour na okoye nkoma wodo bebre ena akoso eho ana ode akoto dwa ya woka se Ghana esasi etimi enya emra ya eno no so obi ya na adwene se menna wo beda ansa na mamowadwuma sex for jobs no yebetimi criminalize sa issues no nti wode sa sem no aba betum ya me no kasei edi ahim ewo Ghana yebeba awurum na yetimi edi enkomo afei over the weekend yesan ehunfoni ahodo bi se ekoso se His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and afei Honorable Johnson Asiedu Enketia womo ebanta ewo eye SDA Ejabo biase yebekom na afa no nsoso no yedimu nkomo enso ewo ho we kan samawodo bebre en yesi nkonwa yede eba na of course yene wo anaye adwuma eti utie yen ehwe yen ebre so a yebebie phone lines na ebema akwan no abam yesi ne pain ewo ha wonso be si ne pain ba bia wo na yato aso na bomodin kan na hye no so se right after eye intro no me the editorial enso ebebre na afi yedi nkomo na utimu se Ghana ayehye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana fo bi nsam o mo kan se dabi papa no kwan a ofa so ne niam bi a oye no obo oman ne from enu so bepiem ewo ye nkomodiem adan a yese ode eye helicopter eno ode nam se me free nkra pumpuni mantemo ekọ epoye mantemo a na papa yi ete helicopter mu ni ade car efri ha de ahia no no ode nam owia no asanfa no ode kwa ha echese no ode nam na manfo se dabi sa suban we no ebo man ne ka enye suban pa eni kwan se papa no eye sa yebedi hu nkomo na afi ya to aso na bibia e kama of course se what join yen aha eye net2 television net2 TV GH on Facebook and yewo ya yede ebrewo na kaina channel so se utie yen ewo nkrapompuni mantemo eye oman 107.1 we are shaping the nation asante mantemo eye ash 101.1 we are second to none and then we are the pride of Central NAP Radio 90.1 and also ewo infinifini mantemo precisely as seen for su and wo bojuma okrem ya yede ebrewo ye from Anthony Kofi Inkum Dazi from Mr. Inkum, one and only Mr. on radio, one and only Mr. on TV. Ebraso say yede enkomono ebrewo. Me dame ho ma peke bibi from the Lions mentality, but ma men count for a Kingdom Herbal Center and from my Kingdom Herbal Center a juma kwosrunkwa. Yen an yede endupa udo bebrabe daman so over 20 years ni yedro ema semda. Over 20 years ni amount for busua testimony over testimony upon testimonies and a eba ewo yendro nti bomodin se won so betimi apebie ebeboa wo me pacha se wo ye oba esese osipi na osita na eno ne betimi aboa no eye Kingdom Tremendous Capsules wono mu a ebeboa ebesiesie ama bibia akoyie afei bema also so there no Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, power to the people, and no ever boama unkwamwa no ahoden abem afei se genuinely opese utimi edidi unya super appetite edidi ama bibia koyie opese obi ahia wa hu sampa ohu aye fa me pacho eduro no Kingdom Garlic Bitters and then the capsules, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and then the capsules. And on a bebwa ama bibia akoye. What join me on Facebook? What join me on YouTube? Ubetimi ashase e de messages so about sabatel wiafe e wo fie ti obeken kan nyina about kama afei abusua ubetimi asanso a join here right here on social media. Your numbers no 0240 550899 0240 550899 shasia na fa messages no fa obra ya beje bre ni aka ni nyina e de amount ma me na me ho be pick bibi from the Lions mentality No Pein ya come senia etie we are on.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. They will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. It's not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion that makes the lion the king of the jungle. What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. Do not give up. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have. Regardless of the hyenas, no surrender.
All right, welcome back. Abusia meda se okaye ho. Aha Net2 television so and we are transmitting all the way from Kencity Media building inside Zongo Junction, Medina, and yede eba. Already, medikai actual baby utie every otie on other radio stations, and then of course other platforms, and so edi jumedie no ebrel and from the era of dialogue. Yani namu be PM on national agenda. This is the time I this No Pein and so yede ebrewo. Yada say only Kencity ebusuano ayirim nafi yeko yenim. Ye from Mr. Inku ma yenin komo Ghana ya ye wono no kwani se edru baby a na enema esesa esese ka ho asem. Edru baby na se niama ekoyie soso a se ye omamba pa ne adwene Ghana ne ho de a esese no so ye ka ho asem. Enti dani dan nyina ya na meka se woye papa meka pa. Woye bone soso a meka papa. Enya asem ketwa. Eye saa ne ya de chechire oman. Na eba ne saa enya tan obi ntan obi ne mmom se de be ya mpani se de wotwasa enim se na chiachia. It is a wood trasa na se sana wood traning koyi a esese etimi eka ho asem. Enanu mi be gina ha eka kire se Yera doctor Osagefo Kwame Nkrumah ne pen so na University of Ghana Legon adisuafo a wo mo ewo ho na ye mo bia demu bi daku bia no adisuani bi owo biare akokomu baako. Na at a point na fei Owura John Dramani Mahama ene won aka no omo ya adisuafo ewo University of Ghana Legon no omo ka se enkokọ no omo awia omo bre abu omo so enti womo stage demonstration e de kire aban a no ote akonwa so na another emphasis na omo se nya ne se na aban ni wosika bi a ode ma we mo emo omo de to omata so eti na niama koye ma omo pa but enne ya me ne eka se bibia si e wo Ghana ha. And I was expecting senke bia metimi ati bibi from any of the government officials but be sine omumu bia enkasaye yente hwe emfiri obia ho anano ena minua bema komodo eye interview bi ewa ha ene portal farmers bia womo ewo bono sunyane ene ne mpatem ahafo ene those areas no edi nkomo na enkomo anu amudi tudwa sese nyina ne se amanfo a womo eba beto nkosua kane no na nkomu nkosua no dodo na no ekọ Burkina Faso na ende ya mene o ekasai omu nkosua no akwakoye se abom so akoye se obi a woton eye cotton asawa na enwo aka se enwo ka na abon so wo de ya hwibie mu a enye yie enti omo kire se nkosua no abuso ema nkosua no abo mo so na ehwa na mete wo na medwini din na bibi ba ma dwenem se enti susuan pa se ya man ganem nkosua abama na buso ene se sa na tia de a mebeya wo secondary school ma me ne nkasa hwe ebia ne ya chiche nkosua ma wo mo but many akwala ne kasa ye no there's nothing like that bibia sa eni ho enti nkosua na abuso no ehemfa an wo mo de eko nkosua na abuso asoman edian an ye de afa ho because se obi a poultry farmer ono nso na dwuma oye no em se aban tena baabi no oka se aban ye na sede ne so odi sika ba be gu obi botomu a me challenge se nipa no eye aban asede so odi sika ebegu sa poultry farmer no ni botom se aban enya ni so ade hu so odi sika ebegu sa poultry farmer ni botomu a enya na aban na wote akonwa so no oni business na amamuo na wono ankasa ebuo no wonte ase because that is your job. It is your job. Sir, directly udi sika ebe go Ghana for ebotom udi sika be se Ghana for ebotom. It is your job because one near oil poultry farm no ono na dwuma ana wo ye no eye Ghana buying a business say obetimi develop certain policies bia obe factor sankofo no emo mo nso omadwaton de anase wo mo nnobaye no yatimi apekwan bi e de afaso eti ehwa na shaase se eba mitrim Honorable Ken Ohine Agyapong on several occasions any Ghana for the nkoma ka se ansana asoman ye be hu se ye economy no ejina baabi a ye hwehwe na afei enkoye se ekwaso kakra na aba na chi bebre ekona nim kakra na afei abafom bebre yempa ne saa na mom se yebetimi ahu se ejina brane a ejina ne nan so a ate se ye bom modern ya adwene se yebenya a lot of processing factories etina mi busame ho se susuan pa se san komoya Yera Ken Ohine Agyapong shaase se odie in 2023 ebesi sabre no kra ne se eti Ghana banya wote akonwa so sesei no wo huru ye na wo hu adean an wo ye afa ho and the entire make say eye aban the business say obi a poultry farmer eseso odi sika hye se nipa ne botom ene se esese aban making sure say sa areas no yetimi build a lot of egg processing factories. It is a egg processing factory no ewo ho a say nipa na oye poultry farmer no ono de ohia no so be ye adwumaden ema ni nkosua no adoso se ni nkosua no edoso a owo baby sustainable place a odiko each and all the time akwakoton san nkosua no eti ne dia no so betimi ayire ne ho no produce eye nkosua no more ono ne dia no wawie ana aban so dia eseso ya ne se otimi put it up ana build eye processing factories around so that sanko for benya ni daso e ban sa automatically government edisika hye se nipa no botom because debia obenya ni nkosua edi akwakoton amasa company ni bia no sika na aba no botom eye aban ana etimi build sa processing factories no eti automatically aban edisika hye sa nipa no ebotom eti se wo ya aban na se eniaman kitinkiti bi sei no se wadwene enkoso na debia timamufo complaini debia timamufo complaini a ibeduru baabi no nipa ehunu wo so mfaso ɛyɛ na nyɛ sɛ dede bi ane yɛpɛ na mmom nea yɛpɛ ɛne sɛ yɛn timamufoɔ no nso so no yɛato aba a yɛsesa nkɔfoɔ bi tebea ne deɛ anka wɔn nso bɛtumi ayɛ biribi a ɛde asomdwe kakra ɛbɛba yɛabrabom because day in day out ɛdeɛ na Ghanafoɔ ɛrehwɛ Ghanaians are looking for a leader or leadership problems na ade a yɛhunu nyinaa no obetumi atani ni nyinaa into a highlight ni ahunu say problem way there's a solution to it but besin ne wo ekwan ya yefa so ayeye nneema bibia ansesa bibia ye beda asori bia sade etie no saa ade beteni akoto aba ni asesem di nipa foforo aba today look at the way NDC for adani defenders time anu omo at opposition no they were strikers out and out strikers no omo strike it day in day out but enne our mobile abemo no they are defenders enti eniema bia no omo at opposition criticize say enye ebo man esekuro emo man konani mo no enna wo mo penso esia because of a home faso who wire ya ekomu botomu nti eye and they are more than ready to defend it today. That is the story of a new patriotic party and so those days time and woman so eti or ewa abem woman defending bibia ye but emme omo so abedane strikers womo strike it and ye baby a womo ntimi hyego kura na omo hyego utimi say striker boy ni ti entimi nka but obefo so ama ne hwene ebeka enne sa ena ekoso eti womo de ane say okay mayem pushi na Ghana fo entie nsam a ye ka no na se Ghana fo ebe ye familia odie nkomo a ye di a omekwa akoto aba amaye enso se akoto aba ne ma wo mu wi a nya ye expect dia from ho no na bibia asesa enne poultry farmer na ni nkosua ebuso ya wonim ba bi ode ko no sa poultry farmer no asem ben na betimi aka kire na ohu be ye nakono amna san akoto aba ede ama sa poultry farmer na enne wo ye adwuma etua electricity bills in excess etua water bills in excess na ni nyina mu no ne nobaye wonya baabi mfa nkwa na abɔ no so no asam bɛn na obetimi aka kire no ensakraya bɛn na wode ba na brabom sɛ unya ehunu nsakraya bi ade bɛkɔ sɛ nipa na brabom dia enye 2028 no you have no business sɛ obɛkɔ sɛ nipa na nim sɛ onto abamfa mawo because sanyama we akoso ache enyama we akoso ache eti ama Ghana for dodo na hunu politicians say politicians there womu ye esum nipa but it is never like that enya sa na tie enya politicians nyina na omu ye nipa bonefo enya politicians nyina na emi abadaye nemom oyesa nea ekona sa ene ya no omo ya me adwene sa ne ya no omo me adwene uko baby ti say UAE se wo ya driver ni a aban edi sika hye obotom automatically directly aban di sika hye obotom ekwan be na aban fa so di sika hye obotom aban se Name or se metimi manage the affairs of our nation. Etini awoye nyina ne se woye UAE ni uwo sika wakoto car a pesa wo car no wode rane eye commercial transporter esese wode sa car no koma ono aban na ono timi ede car no ejina mpempen so a ope standard a emiti wo security etu odi gina wo wi a car ba ko no o se wo ya driver ni ya de show nsa eye 9 hours 9 hours no time so a be park si wo na another driver enso akofa ono nso kwa 9 hours no de akosi wo na another driver enso aba befa eti car ba ko no employ nipa bebre eti there was no way say obi betimi akase taxi way ena abefa nipa we de ne ko ha okwa koku no ene saa niama no ensi ewo ho but oba yen ye ha Ghana ni na nkasa kwa na wabo modern ato ne car no afa driver for amu mu twi ne kra no eno nso another problem because enhyehyeye asasa aban timi ye enne sa wo hwe Ghana ni enne ya ensuo to ye anopa wo mu a omukọ adwuma chese car no se ofri Madina ha no okọ adenta o se mekọ Rees Junction eti odu kodu Rees Junction no age usika Oria no asan akacho se mekọ barrier mekọ adenta barrier na oduwa kosi wo no asan disika Oria o se mekọ adenta station aso kodu adenta station a na ho nso asan de hu sika na o se gina station wo asan epai housing down no asan de another sika foforo edeko and aban emfa ho sanya mani nyina ekoso day in day out but aban timi nya nhyehyɛ bia odi be protect sankofo no eti amasa nipa na wo mo wasa tibia mu ni nyina no enya adwene po bi say politicians there all that they care for vote wo de mo wi a eno ano no situation there eno masem but eni kwan so say eba ne saa eti monsesa na monwene Ghana fo ho na at least Ghana ni na wokodo bro Ghana ni na wokodo bode Ghana ni na baye no ode asina ni nso obedua no munye bibia sa Ghana ni no ebenya rehemu ebenya hotoso se madua de ya madua yi endo baye na beba no mede kwa ha na manya ho sika Ghana ni bre no ohwe na ni hu fifiri a onim say ye danya sika firi mu ebeba eno akeke na Ghana fo hwehwe eno akeke o eno akeke na Ghana fo hwehwe abusua ma memfa wonsia me na me wona afa me ne Albert Asumani political za yensin konwa ne ni nkomo ewo fidwe mu ha na wo a wo hwe yen 80 yen soso no ye be ma akwan no abam amrepem na afa ye di nkomo si No Pein ye kano senia etie we are on.
the Chinese president summons all our presidents, and they summon them. The letters may be polite, but it's summons. They go to Beijing, tails between their legs.
Yesinkonwa na edi nkomo Albert Asumani political za atenase ya yebedi nkomo na maka kire se enen nkomo ahodo a ewo apono so ya yeba bedie no edoso ebi eni se minority and afe majority kokosa omo Ghana's parliament wo nyina no aye press conference over the losses of a Bank of Ghana na yebehwe na afe yebie no ho enkomo afe yebehwe ni etie eye press conference ni bi some of the items are ifrimo ebaye no na yegina no so edi so enkomo sa eso so na his excellency John Dramani Mahama enso propose eye law se SSC enya bill ye pass new bill our parliament se obi anadwen se mene o ebeda ansa na mamadwuma se nipa no esese emra eso de panchi woni no edie eno so eka nkoma yebedie eho na yatoa so akọ yenem afe yewa John Dramani Mahama koya no enso eko eye 2-day reset tour ewo epoye mountain na okoye no eno wode ensembi enso so akoto dwana se ne niye amanfo kire se ofin krapompuni mountain mu a eko no ode helicopter eno wode ekoye na eastern region ekuro bia wo course bia no wo kwa ode helicopter no eno wode ko eno ofu abanso so wasan de eno baaye ni asan afuo cars e de free ha akohia no ewo ho ana manfo bisa se na we no eya ho bambo tutuye ana se we no eyese Ghana enti yambo oman no ka because we free crime now the helicopter na free crime ekoko foribia ene ne environs I say ebi kakakra eti we ye nkoma yatena se no yebedi na ama bibia so aye kama enso ewa ha na afei yebana na ebreko nanimu no ni aka so no yede ewuwem kakraka na yatoa so Albert Asumani political za atenase ya yebedi enkomoi opani Asumani ayobi a politics die wodi akire politics muso tro wajibi se kotobia wo politics ma wajibi ye ni amangu so politics wajibi na tuni nyina mene no esi ni pay ewa ha obani bogodi
ze ku bokora so
na ya boko
yere ya me ase
sabi bia ye kama de
nyame adom
ya na mekai anano se meneo ete okamu ane ye kọ baabi na abrantie bi efre ya no o kire se na uye ni senior ewo University of Cape Coast
yes
na uye obi a se na ekom edi wo mu a wo mu tumri ka ba wo na ase na wa mo maduane sika no mu hia o ma wo mu bi chese na uye obi a uye mu show enti omo ka kire se sese no wo na wo ti ho no baabi a wo be ka se wo omo ko ka so wo ko NDC a wo mu be di wachi o ka se wo mu ko CPP a o be di wachi na menim se wo mu so be ba eye the base e ho so o be di wachi e de waba ensem misane ye na wo ti a e ka wo de
mizaku ma me na wase na benchia ahwefo ne atifo nyina na mentia papa ba ko bi osofo bi e frɛ opani kwabna from Pombafo. Program you on Fanny Agrocra. Kwabna Sarabafo. Kwabna from Point, do with Timba, the Kakwa Modi Kwabna from a very Kwabna Sarabafo or Nansuman. What shall we or your software? Imagine so. Asema, okay. Who's a politics? No, me dear Nihuni say. Odo ene too much any day. Now Banty and now can I say those days na me school near me die will be. But now MPP who don't know. Not test conjuma no. Obi be dia obey ya be convince you obi am na do achi no. Ese say oye. Into do be dia na say from kra ba o store na onu aduane mu di. Into di we a ho ne de bibi a ka say mumie nkoja me hamba omno beko interview baby a na yeah they say best sacrifice e bibi a we bia including even academic work sometimes to be say class mate pa no mo na mo colleges now so tikam na o ko baby akoye campaign and we say obi a student na say oye politics wo school na wo je party adwuma esse uhwe say nipa na wo say ode odo fita na yes adwuma because we say one unisika ama adwuma na wo ye na risky you be tini mpanfo akorali ye we ya no bi ehwetira ne ka mu no okọ how I will be nyaka back to campus your problem what for penny we organize students TESCOM program she TESCOM for ba sse wo pe omo be shi jama so we be call key feet to we be den any activity be a students involved no esse organizing for bus so far we sometimes say nipa no ho how we be skakra for bus e din kwa na students na do mako program no problem no bo ba ni nyara bo ba na pani ni be gina no ye kukuru du we shi no be sell part na student we a okwa utunika alewa onfenja nipa ba kwa metine so ana ma sorry MPP adwuma omani ye mu bi de e na bo kan Agyapong omabo eba programmer oma uska in advance sometimes we need to pay for the horse na ye na organization so na bo kan ama muska in advance of an organization na obisasa organization no oba obisasa e costable say at once by force okay immediately no tuauka se munjina mo fan sort you out answer na okwa onabo ken in TESCOM program awoma mo bibi ntumo confess because e kwancha de efa sika na de ye enti edu ba bi a wo hwe bachi na se wo hwe ne de ekoso na edu ba bi na enkofo bi di matem no mo kan people once no mo di matema na mesre because some crofo na nne omo no mo de sata me na ye boy enkwara me say me ye poly that me show I was like 20 years but na me near dim and because we na me ya me DHD me kwa koye and you are able to convince other people to also follow you to do it. And so we do what turn say party adwuma no wa ye chia say okura da wu bi da and I don't blame them because say asa na akwa kodru inti mpanifo kra ma yuso musika akese edomo Agyapade no mo ne makrabo party no and e twa wa bo so a me kra da du bi na madanya me as say me kra da say media de enye bibia but eya na e fe de say we ye politics na see politics no it's about say oje party na ideology too now this a party when you bet to me aboa amanioma ayeye at the same time no woni nkofo na ewo mu na asem adwen ekọ bankrom itu no na ma uhu am say wunia enti menamufo no bebra na omo ada universities bako former EW TESCOM president say Ochade of Antipem honorable OPK ana Ohinijan we go man for minia because ya juma ya tu kwan yetimi ko ba bi ye ko bre ye ko I mean like
ya da no ye kodi fufu a yehia ni and wo ka wasem
say ene o MP
yeah
what I say
yeah
that time no o me junior o
I mean ti ya na wo ne nkofo nya adwene se base fo no asem o mo ka ne se omo hwe watu ho ache ene wa ho fama ya wo de ye MPP adwuma project na wo mo hwe wani mo hunu se uwa akoma pa ye de ye Ghana adwuma etina no nkom susu se ya eye owura Jacob osei ye boa mo joy mo a convert ababe dane the base members no na nkom hwe se nkom betimi ehun so se oba na obeye adwuma no project e de aboa me age Ghana no asi ho one metiefo ne ahwefo base fo yi enya adwene saa
o se obi oba bi no susu se metumi aye adwuma boa omo a me ne se nipa na ya adwen but politics there we do with conviction
okay
aha I just saw sorry I could hear opa ye ne den nipa no so praise me no praise me
yeah
nipa no so Methodist no and sometimes you need to put something on the table to also convince people to come
yeah
MPP and this me also here tie no do we say
no
that's good as time goes on and niema o de beto akwan mu how I be organize on niema
okay
and message clear messaging is very important in politics. Any other things I'll be putting in place, you know, and then it's me attracting crowd and more mobile. So let's give time some time.
Nina ye bre
and I make
Nina
ye said here and your ma ebeko. Say that baby I catch on say me NPP.
Yeah.
That has been the political party that I know. The only thing many problems is here and say na odona na me my party no diminish
asesa
akofom
brofo kese pa na odi ato
yes akofom but it's all about Ghana bibia be yama Ghana ye ama Ghana akonenim you see uka party bi asem na se omo eye convince
yeah
no mu say you see me na papa na kan say so obi a on na so ada unya ne na unya ne minya ne ye dey oh ana say one recognize problem a unya ho solution
exactly.
It's about time as I say MPP for saying
yeah
I'm recognize the party no problem
yeah
but so I want say what the best kuku as a press conference now the bibia ba ka ho asem a I say we obi ama me wu na so wada bosses name na ko mu ka asese e ko for aduane a ho na be hu say eh sare ma me ewu o da ya na me so wada enti mi say kum
we mpani bi a ye friend Jacob osei ye boa
joy minimum
ende ya ye ka say joy the base de share kronkron oh yeah
I see
yeah pano ho ntoma nche na empanifo akuku damfo bebre egu so a wo nyina eba na minim se what bre no eniama be yi se dia wo ka
mo ye adwuma mo ye mo nioma yi a mo betimi anya nipa
nyameti ase
mo ye ni yi a mo betimi anya ma me fancy you for now
men so me da wase Albert Asumani political za ena me ne no edi enkomo ewa ha na abusua last week mo ho ena ye hunu se press conference upon press conference ekoso ewo Ghana's parliament na wonwa edi kan eyeye no na eye majority caucus no ena eyeye na nipa oyeye odi animu on behalf of eye majority eye honorable Isa Ata na papa yewo no 1992 bra ye Ghana constitution no sabre na an yewo no na wono eye member of parliament e de mo amanfo a ewo Sadnarugu na papa yi edi enkoma hudo bebre na ne nyina ne ba besi se wo hwe eye press conference na wo mo ye na ejina eye losses a apie ewo Bank of Ghana wo mo eye reporting na eno no ba ya wo be kirechire mu ba bie gina ene ne enti a eno na ba wono no ewie ye no oru akojo ponkroma enso so on behalf of eye minority enso ejina mu ede ne de ede bae ekwa be pa wo ho ntoma mo na ansani ebedi ho enkomo no ma yenni kan enko na afei yentie eye majority wo mo press conference no said ye di esi ye ekoye na afei yento aso.
For the family paying school fees, electricity and hospital costs, the stability is real. What lower inflation made possible? What made the lower inflation possible? The cost of 16.7 billion cost was incurred in 2025 through the Bank of Ghana open market operation, interest paid to absorb excess liquidity in the market. This led to inflation falling from 54.1% in 2022 to 3.2% in March this year. The monetary policy rate of government that forms the basis of the Ghana reference rate and the interbank rate fell from about 30%, that made cost of doing business so expensive, to about 14%. Lending rate has also fallen from about 35.6% in 2022 to 19.2% as at the end of 2025. Private capital demands, the real credit growth available to the private sector also grew by 0.2%, and it has increased also to about 15.3% by February 2026. Government cost collapse in terms of the 91 Treasury bill rate, moving from about 35.2% in 2022 to 9% as at February 2026. And then long-term planning returns through the fixed contracts and the 3-year investment, hiring plans became viable, and that's why you see a lot of development going on in the Bank of Ghana. And then confidence also surges. Consumer confidence.
Honorable Isa Ata, and wano ekasa on behalf of a majority. Na some more kind in say losses ye kasa say a Bank of Ghana for encrate moi. Nienti amasa de no aba and say time NBC betna adwaso anomu hu say enniema ngo bebre ayede ebi ti say inflation ekọ so afi interest rates baby ana ejina afi say only capital market na ewo so nniema nyina say kwanti na wo say Bank of Ghana edin hihye bia emu adene na so betimi the results aba eninti eno omo sha se omo yeye eniema bi enti eno na akofa sa eka ye hu no eye 15 point something percent 15 point something billion Ghana cedis no ede aba enti enye se bia sika ya twa akosho obi botom enye sika obi na ekwa akodie memom eye sika ye de eye ntotoye afa Ghana economy no se de be ya eniema begina yie ama ye siri no kwa betimi anya ahoden eno na ama ye hu se eti se oti bibi efri eye won a aka nchen se dedebi ekoso a mentie o masem esanse ade a wo moye no na eye na etwa se wo moya wono na no si ye pepepe ena honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah miankasa me MP for the good people of Ofuase Ayobi constituency wono so ebaye na wono so ede ne de ede ebaye na mayenti honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah lawyer esoso ne de wono so ede ebaye on behalf of minority.
We've seen many of you reporting that the loss is 15.6 billion cedis. We regret to tell the people of Ghana that this is not true. The true operating loss of the Bank of Ghana for the year 2025 is 34.9 billion Ghana cedis. And in fact, if you add back the sale of the gold, or the proceeds from the sale of the gold, the 9.6 that I've just shown you, the true comprehensive loss position of the Central Bank of Ghana is 44 billion Ghana cedis. I'll show you with the numbers. They achieved it by artificially generating revenue of about 9 billion from 50% of our gold which they sold. So if you add that back, sadly, the true loss of the Central Bank for the year 2025 is 44 billion Ghana cedis. We've seen many of you reporting that the losses...
Way aso honorable Kojo Opon Nkrumah lawyer ena wakasaye on behalf of a minority in Ghana's parliament. Na ono nso ne dia wode bae ene se wate se essential for a report se Bank of Ghana wamo statement about losses akoso wona aba no amount forecast say 15.6 billion Ghana cedis. Na osi sa asem we no nokre ne se wate ye no apem ono ene ne colleagues no apem wo mobo na wo modie no ejina so aka no kre se enya no kre se 15.6 billion minimum 34 point something billion Ghana cedis and the sika Bank of Ghana ashere na we ni nyina no wo mo ka se hyehyeye am de ba so am de be strength Ghana cedi no and afei inflation ene ne keke ka wo na ni nyina no enya no kre na ose ye kwa animu no or the numbers no ebe ba be kire afei owie na asem o kan ne se saa niema no ansana wo mo ye no wo mo gina so etu wo mo fo se saa di we ya mo ye no e de sei ene beba wo mo antie ene wo mo ko so ye ya na de we e de aba eti eye sika wo mama Ghana ahwere na wo wie no sande Ghana for ko ya chi se in 2023 time covid ebaye na niema ma ye den anti na Bank of Ghana epe ehyehyeye bia ye na fe watimi ede asesa niema ama Ghana no eka kakre bi eba Bank of Ghana deda NDC for at that time in opposition eye no na nya asem ketwa no betina abamu ene niema wo maye no e kire se nkofo yi se wodi wo mototo MPP aban no ho a na kire se MPP no eye better managers of the economy than that of National Democratic Congress NDC for Yewa John Dramani Mahama edano nti press conference ni nyina no say ena ekoye politicals are now only losses ahodo a NDC candidate MPP enso so candidate e wo bra Bank of Ghana nankasa emfa no report no emma abonten mo obia enhyeda ehuriye e de na wu
mizangu medase na mamenchia tifo ne ahwefo nyina eye very sad se ebia Ghana ene ya bedru na ye politicize ye central bank na NDC for bana na beka MPP for bana na beka depending on abaya otie edwaso ade are starting there. Let's put this on record say enye some people co opposition tin na mo ka Bank of Ghana sem Tama na this is opposition almost so criticize the Bank of Ghana. Na as ordinary Ghanaians saying, I don't know me person when it comes to the central bank's operation, and it's a Bank of Ghana no. My share Bank of Ghana to say ADB, and I say Ghana Commercial Bank, and I say any other commercial bank we Ghana. It is say Stanbic, Eco Bank no. My share ni sa. Say sir, we will see say only make loss a big deal. Bank of Ghana is a purely non-profit making organization. Nobody sets up the central bank to see say only make profit. It is not a profit making bank. The central bank is there to help stabilize the economy and also make sure say your macroeconomic indicators know how bank no bit no den are supporting. In as much as we be baby and then never be we don't know it comes with a cost. One, you can the dollar stabilization na NBC for come once and maybe before come once and it doesn't come by chance. It comes with a cost. You can say inflation that drop here. It doesn't come by chance. It comes with a cost. It's the Bank of Ghana at a point was the people are benefiting and enjoying say dollar stabilizes which mean inflation swatting. Expect the Bank of Ghana's balance sheet or their statement of accounts to reflect that cost because it doesn't come just like that. when aban epe say okay inflation cost ra the chain say okay eniema bo cost ro esa na sika bebre wo system num edu be dey say aban no fa kwan bi so yi sika free system num through the Bank of Ghana
and your friend sterilization no
nti eba sa Bank of Ghana no ebeka say okay aban be borrow from the commercial banks. I buy borrow from commercial banks. I want customer means business. Otumi ede to say treasury bill ebega so. Maybe our pigeon interest nu kakra. Etu be say amount for better. More now me say nko money kwesi na e bi sika ekọ. Na buy twi sika na fi system nu. Oji fi mu so our interest no be ma no be pigeon mu kakra. Once government is paying more interest, I want to any say what treasury bill sika akosoro no. For 1 year now, treasury bill, the sick now lock it, a new chain. A lot of people will also come, especially investors, Ghana for. They will come in with dollars. If they want to see, say, they want to buy treasury bill, they will not come and buy, they will not come with CD because they will feel that they need CD. Or maybe dollar, beba. No, no, so that's $100 no. No, the CD, actually. So once government is paying interest on interest, treasury bill and other things, it comes with the cost of the Bank of Ghana. At the same time, they are able to also draw money from the system. Say, system. So when the money is not that much in the system, and also a blow inflation here, form. At the same time, government say, okay, it's our gold business you are moving. Instead of using dollars to go and buy your gold, Bank of Ghana ye momo sa we no to gold now the city na eden e kwa akoto e bi na e kai so billboard be because the gold price no okoto gold be gu no na say price on the world market no e so tipa aboka. But they are some of the measures that really control economy. Sometimes they not even release money to even pay other commitment as SSM umutia. And then once I accrue interest in the Bank of Ghana will also incur losses. You see, they are sad and they say both MPP and NDC they know the operations of Bank of Ghana. Both government Bank of Ghana are still regime no a quite the brace. But we want to look at Bank of and Bank of Ghana a statement of account and any time a Bank of Ghana. The losses. So you see the losses that reflect on Bank of Ghana's statement. It is the enjoyment and the relief the citizens also are enjoying. Most of the time that is the case. Once putting out as a inflation moving from 50 to 3 point something, it comes with a cost. So the politicians shouldn't use only you're stabilizing inflation that 3%. It's your boy and sema buying. You should also accept to say, explain to people, no inflation about for more, but near ABC in the Bank of Ghana, and near the and also don't use a work economy also any treasury policy rates. And most of the monetary policy rate. Yeah. Rate Bank of Ghana, EDJ commercial banks, so no beji Skefi Bank of Ghana, and also one commercial banks and also a share to every loan. It's Bank of Ghana increasing the policy rate. Loan interest rate which be cost. And not to discourage people from borrowing from the bank. And all those it comes with a cost. Unless a Bank of Ghana said before so we account Bank of Ghana, the losses are making. Let's look at the impact that it had also on the economy.
These two political parties say Omonim said this is how the central bank operator. At the end of the day,
no, they know. Because honorable upon Chroma and the minority and the majority cannot tell me, say, they don't know why Bank of Ghana is making those losses. You can't tell me that sometimes exchange rate differentials, okay, every time a Bank of Ghana boka.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will be instead say, and for $4 per Bank of Ghana can push dollar into the system. And imagine say, as at the time Bank of Ghana was keeping dollars, now rates, you know, let's say 15. Now in the Bank of Ghana, the dollar about 1, now dollar rates, you know, 10 and I say 11. Are you telling me say a boka? Automatically a boka dada. Because the Bank of Ghana will $1 dollar.
And with time, a very reflected.
That is the point. And some of them, no, if they go back area from 2023, 2024, 2025, after the and at the same time, all these indicators can also at a point can make Bank of Ghana also make some gains. It's I say because they are now to gold and gold. Now gold reserve, now gold the value be at $24 million. Now as at the time now you pay gold $1 rate at 10. Now say could be baby now say a ton gold now say dollar rate ni so aba from one. Am I or the same emphasis? What I say? And you now say okay, say dollar na come from one. Bank of Ghana will how or manage system no. Dollar na cost because say obeshe say confirm compoji dollar. That's a dollar new system. And you demand in the day using dollar the price. You see a dollar back for me. It is because when you are looking for the dollar, you can get it.
Yeah.
When you are not getting the dollar, the rate will automatically go up.
Yeah.
It's Bank of Ghana so we say, okay, if that is the case there, when you use a dollar scarce in the system, Bank of Ghana has the mechanism of monitoring the dollar circulation in the system. They know. They can bring in more dollars.
Maybe I'm more to bread or your crassy. Say a drew baby who say bread no copper content and temwa. I say okwa or see no the price no a free half could eti the more adiano a wire nano, the more nebuono so better you increasing the said answer better. Eti not just the more impact Bank of Ghana making on Ghana's economy no?
To stabilize it no.
Now economy also of course. It comes with a cost. It's say yeah and politicians ne person did ya. And don't tell obi ti asese we anya nyama bi ye. We anya nyama bi ye. Na chese wa kwa to abade am.
Enti so who Ghana Commercial Bank and na say ADB statement of accounts. Now the Bank of Ghana to one. Don't look at the two banks as same like we peer review so many
because Baku say obe make profit
and Baku is to help stabilize the economy. That is the job of Bank of Ghana. They are there to make sure say system no you are regulating your economy no I then akoso your indicators no are favorable. And the Bank of Ghana is not there. If any politician comes out to tell the Bank of Ghana has to be making profit, that is not the case. But it has to be also reasonable to make sure say, they did it within the requirements that is expected of the central bank. If that is what Bank of Ghana does, I don't see anything wrong with it. But the only thing is that MPP and NDC, no, they will politicize everything. One day, will be sorry, near the ensuring the Brababa politics. Okay, I bet you say half for NDC for a quas away, MPP for a quas away. So if you don't stop that, that's all the time. Yeah, you see, nobody can better tell us Bank of Ghana made financial position than the bank itself. All right.
Ma menkwa humano so eni nkomo kakra embra yene Dr. George Donfen na ekodi enkomo oye researcher oye economics afi osanso senior lecturer University of Ghana Legon doc area say otemenka ma yamo aha emo akwaba emfamra snipe nso
ya meni na mejamuso
doc bibi aboko de
the pacho bibia boko ye ho adaru
yo yenso yeda ase ene obre no adagre awie boyen kakra na yenti niema bi ase ye ye Bank of Ghana central bank ye betia na yese we making losses enne we die no na ewo soro ekina we die no ewo form chese sese enyansam ketu akra ya akoye boxing ball between MPP ni NDC a enne enwa na ekoso die pa na esi boy nkomo
yo mini abema nkomo di eja na ye di sa nkomo no pa e wo fidie bebrebe so efa ensama ekoso especially misinformation ahodo a enam mframamu efa sansensem we no me ka se eboa kra me se na munipa ba ko ka se over politicization no kra no na ama oman yaduru ba bi a yaduru no bibia ya politics nti asem bia obi nipa no won tiase ba political activist on tiase o enso so ene omunyina ba monitor economics yeah the way obesia fast some no asoniti ene ne kon we university lecturer on try economics asone ba ani afran no wa kire no the group no wa kama the party ene na ama yaduru de yaduru minu abema then na dia bedu ba bia yaduru usha afi 2022 a yewura afi ni mu na Ghanaian economy na atete apansa na ase kwadwo obi babusa se ede na ama economy na atete apansa na ase kwadwo dia ko ba ye say previous year 2021 your debt to GDP ratio ekokoduru 78%. Nanka aburuswa ne 70%. So oduru SAS pension na when say your economy no your debt has become unsustainable. Let's just say we need akwanya say obetimi atua woka. Na yenyina nim say kama yewra President Mahama the first one and up you could do situation be said after the young bobusia young famu kentangu bi mu ya young friend no sinking fan let's say ya bosia ya bobusia gu sa kentangu mu let's say you could do brebi na ya bosia bebrebe ya ka bebrebe ya de no amanse da so e macho a ya yisika de atua entianam sa yo sunti no abafoforo no oba ya na akufo-addo aban no obatu se sika da wa ya chofu to bi te yemfentua yakobo busia gu musa yemfentua busia chi omuso e de osia be yo e be to aso e ma afa de omuko busia ya de abetua busia that's where the whole thing started through the year 2020 na economy covid asaba no abana susu ababusia obusia pantis abusia bebebe na okoboye no e ma ya downgrade economy etinanka yako European Eurobond market ya kwaje bosia de betua kana after there e kana benia ma yaka koye $60 billion ya abakwasa mu no na yaka no kosoro sada eti yaka no kodu $60 billion 2022 no na ye wuhia enyeyi sa temna ba na bai after na no chen pa because oni akwanya so obepa ma no nya ko bobusia bio dia kotua neka ejika wode na tese wonti bintua Ghana ba ye bibia e fa no debt restructuring ya any side o sese ka ma ya tete ya de neka ni bia tete cheche na ka ni dia dika ya o sese ya mfanche no ele wono ane Bank of Ghana na abade neka 78 billion ya eyaka bia otherwise since 1990s aya tamaje ebeka ya ne obibi efa no PNT na PNT no ana ko to mrebi ya se ya chem ya Ghana Post ya Ghana Telecom ya Ghana Telecom no abanu ko to ne Ghana Telecom no wo ka bebrebe na ekwa ya transfer zo ba ide mi honkomo ye ntimi ni ha enti saka na abanu boy no Bank of Ghana and fa aka no e ma aba aya bank ya Bible car on nefa na saka no na mini abema adawa awu akoguma na koduru 78 billion ya sa 78 billion no Ghana government wontua onu wontua no wa na egu na ama Ghana kasoso ya kakaka eno na sata maba o se saka we egubu kunu mi ntimi ntua bank no so ya media enti sa na tidia may write off half of the amount. Sikani is 78 billion. It's about Sikanimu 39 billion ebuye. Akoba san my Bank of Ghana edeka because Bank of Ghana no that the nyina no who say about the omu car on tia there but interest rate e be kaka no ama omu abaye omu japa de broni be ka say omu asset na afa de abansi wo twa agudi a na abaye part of the profit and loss account no and I'm serious no abana boka ayi bank na boka bank ni boka almost 40 billion at the same time yes afinance no bank no for $1 na says this 20 pesos you go through October 2022 for $1 na according 15 cedis and I'm serious no abana foreign liabilities so abana the car e wa manone na one Bank of Ghana the car na amanone $1 na January no na sa e kan ni nyina says this 20 pesos you go through October no the Bank of Ghana sa $1 no on fair bi meka ho kra na the liabilities no ne ka no according 15 cities because that time cedi na tete up and up and I'm sorry no and my bank no aboka apart from about check can be go no almost aboka sa kan ye fra no exchange rate revaluation losses etiano na wukika boma ema bank ni boka 60.8 billion Ghana cedis na sa time abanda about na ya no mu opposition ya makoda okuja to black amache na de dentina make some makoda oni nkrofo bi so oboko bank wa pam and the service inside on feel amamo so na wa say economy no na okokra no nyame a wa ta we ni me dance ni say me send message personal message am okuja to say anamo no mutu no mfaso ni so send ni say bank na independent entity etiema no kwa ma onye na djuma na bank na onye abodi bia e Ghana abambo e na akufo-addo da no e kana ya di bank ni da ye ntia no o ma shika na gu enti so wa se ma adanti na won na akufo-addo na wa si Jubilee House o e ko en service e dey no da yo aso so sa tablo o mo de ye politics e twe na sra eni abasa but minia any this am say Bank of Ghana kana ye chagu ye no aboa magana ye kana na ameni ye no aboa ama e kana ba fom ama na o hwe Ghana ye debt to GDP ratio sa decision na aba na ye yenti fa ye kana ba abukire na ye de omu ka apio 13.4 billion omu de 4.7 billion acha ye enti e kana omu de bebrebe achicha including about and then format yes here to force is forcing because when you look at the fiscal space e kana ba form ya dey politics awie enti aba foforo ba ye no was the Bank of Ghana a crime scene na onu de obaye eniema papa said the baye anka bank no amokada enu na eja ye he ni mu ye koda sorry ya ye see aba na boka 15.6 billion me crime ni am say no kwa ni kwa say dey politics because Bank of Ghana na said any na juma ba ko a say wo ye ni say obere ama Ghana yenya stability economic stability say eniema bo beba form na eniema bo enkosoro enti bank no e wona dirimu no time wo mobile no obu say cedi the friend excess liquidity no sika wo manu mudodo na nam say sika wo manu mudodo nti no enu nti akwasi ikoto ama ikoto akoshi ikoto and I'm sorry so the time be am ya to tune am mu tantantantam ama inflation na 23%. It is an dia ombabua ama inflation na dey aba from ombabua ama inflation aba from dia dey ebe ni omo chisika fi o manu mu so omo timi chisika wo manu mu dodo na akọ wa share ya ebe ma nipa dodo na abotom ebe dry so uni sika untimi nkodwa so tantam nkoto na ema sa ma nkoto akoshi si nkoto a wona oton na ema no wondia omo de tutu eniema mu no ebe brasi the Bank of Ghana bibi a friend open market operation open market operation no and say omo shall say omo turn securities the kind of security I have the paper and that's the paper and a Bank of Ghana say turn government securities and that's the paper omo turn enti Ghana commercial bank Eco Bank omu bi obekọ Bank of Ghana say yakoto sa security ni bibia no udi sika na kwakoto na saa sika no sɛ wo bɛtɔ a sɛ bi abusumi du ana Bank of Ghana bɛgye sika na free hɔ a obetua interest rate eti saa adeɛ na Bank of Ghana yɛ na ma banks no Ghana banks no dodo na agi hwi omu akonya no omu nyina dimirika sɛ omu kɔtɔ government securities ni bi ɛnu nti ama afi banks no omu nya mfa so pa
eti doc sɛ ye ni atwa so no sɛ metie nkyerɛkyerɛmu yi a wode abɛyɛ a based on ekwan a central bank no ɛfa so operate enti na wei aba no na mmom akwayɛ sɛ ɛno a mete so na ɛbaeɛ no wode bɔ machi eti sɛ nnɛ no so aba de ameso de bɛbɔ achi saa na ɛkɔ so
exactly, which is not good, but Mr. Maminfa we ni sina frontier say the entire ekano ebi mu say me akra no Saturday me ne today bebe kasa kano bro de omo kan the entire ekano ebro de omo kan wo sha sa open market operation na yanya ni yanchi sika free amanfo botom na sika ensa wo man mu no Bank of Ghana boka 16.7 billion na obo sa aka bebrebe we no na ono so misika afi no ore obenya nya na 12 billion ejenze owi a misika obenya no entimi imbalance eka awabo ekoba sha ye say woye policy insolvent na chese ye dibuase kese pa na bank ni pese obeje dibuase nti no de woye ye ni say quickly at the end of September na bank ni o gold over 38 tons and o mutone emu over 19 tons and o munya amfaso 9.57 billion cedis and o de bati o muka no so bi so de bati o muka no so bi no that is say go man tony gold na and kakana ekoye 15.6 billion and ka ebeduru about 25 billion deal bank no since last year o ma shase use new accounting format yeah sa format no eka bi o ha etimi anwura profit and loss account enti eka bi a eba ya sa aka no ya fra no other comprehensive income yeah sa aka no e 19.3 billion ni nyina o Bank of Ghana report no 19.3 billion na nam say na no o mu use new accounting treatment ni ti no ama 19.3 billion no o ma tibi amfa ankosha profit and loss account no eti eno no o ma titi ni say enya part of profit and loss account eti say nkenya ni accounting treatment na o mo ye na ene nkasa 19.3 no akoka 25 no ho a nkaka ne be 44 billion enya 15 no
okay
so, Bank of Ghana no wa chance ya politics the politics ni say sa ne ma we nyina no a political gimmick a kind of one ton you go ananka one for new accounting principle I'm for 19.3 billion on to baby and for the camera and can 44 billion that's a quality star and the other thing a Bank of Ghana more and perform a training over Omukasama Mama Kasama na report out the out no and your mabon no majority the answer can about Bontina be defending sir a car wabon Oboka say what the boy economy and no we are wrong I can't want the boy economy because media Pedemalusi no Ghana Bank of Ghana and just how the year do say Obapuama inflation I between 6 and 10%. Yeah, on our website I say inflation target band 8 plus 2 minus 2 which is 6 to 10%. Na minia and Katama omu yi sika ni sira man for boto ma yenya inflation of 10%. That's a go bujai.
Okay.
So bank no koso eya and stand the 16.7 billion over. The 16.7 billion over na sika ni o manu uko sema agro beans egua yanta uko aboso kaya yanta we dey say bie was the nebu saman for mu digwa say omukọ na omu bie ya to angina chi
doc mame na wase na yamfansia wa chechirem ama yen kama na nyankopon ya adma mrepom ye ne obebi nkomo na afei ya hyeda sinkonya akasa ye da asfa papa ene obre
o ma me the sentence we see anaka me pepa say bank no
doc 1 minute
yeah 1 minute wa ayi sa open market operation why am I no broso enti amasika firi wo man no mu kura ya ene adadifo ene adwumayefo etempenten kwa enti so ka say 16.7 billion why the boy economy I don't think so why you said the abandon budget dimpa because inflation about 3.2 and it is the lowest inflation since 1985 enti that change ankwama ne beppo Yera President Muhammad said on the buyer Ghana you recording the lowest inflation since 1985 and no one near the bank in any edaso and that sabe obia sitremu and here bank no.
Okay, Doc, me no say papa Dr. George Donfe economics afi Dr. Esanso Ayobia in terms of sikasamo entoto de wabe papa osan senior lecturer University of Ghana ono no abetirichirim se orania ekoso nyina Bank of Ghana central bank no wanye so de ma nipa setrem akoyie demom oye se de be ya abanya wotisu daachi bi no ye betimi aboli din ye de abata no se obae no inflation ekọ from pa eno akeke eno peso ya akofa sakai e de abai na onim se adwuma oye no eno ninti ena me report odi kan de ma minority for na wo mo sha se ye bom tokro kransa na ade no aba but wo ho ada ho wa chichirim ewie
Mr. Nkume said that Dr. Donfe kan
yeah
said man me can say Bank of Ghana that is their operation and adwuma omudi no ewo nsunsanso ewo omo sikasem ho ba bi a memene Dr. Donfe enya adwen ni say Bank of Ghana sa some of them are buying the dimpa. Say, I said, dimpa no more. People so na Bank of Ghana dey be our man family dimpa. One can say we shouldn't politicize Bank of Ghana. Let's leave it there. And then it is within their mandate to stabilize the economy.
Whether a year now,
and I make us say
okay.
But Dr. Donfe a point of make a chart on America or say 3.2%, you know, it is the lowest since 1985.
Yeah.
And you know, or yet the ball by way deeper. And I'm say, is it not within their mandate? Is it something that NSS Bank of Ghana here?
But is it also better say a bind by deeper than the power ever come to
it? Dr. Donfe interpretation to that.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana can say, yama by deeper.
But on only technical view, no point of view, no, who says, sir, and until
so that is why I'm saying, I disagree with him.
All right.
It cannot be Bank of Ghana. It is their mandate to make sure, say, economy is stabilizing. All right. Whether a MPP or NDC, it is one of the few institutions that can see a shell out at every politician. Now, opinion people one in the one day appointing is on government Bank of Ghana. That's one
because you're born in the
politicizing.
How about as so many political and I'm AD and come out way losses a Bank of Ghana, yeah, and the NDC MPP, you know, a back again, and no one come out and yet now. Yera John Dramani Mahama echo 2-day resetting tour ewo epuye mantemo na ewo mokodu yan wode assembly kotu dwa unim se na say Ghana for eka se time Yera John Dramani Mahama as opposition leader and summer 2024 yebeto abano ka assembly se Nana akufo-addo eni MPP aban one more unsigned a bill be a man can say so sign. Na one more a share a private member bill. 82 year necessary a share a buy man sign. Not any was it will be to me fetch the and tansa echo torso. Now another more can say so or more by a man penny. He is going to make sure say a buy nankasa ever sponsor that bill no say a year. Ba any bema agudie said the associate no proper sexual whatever we be yan sa na no nkofo kan sa papa wona o kan sa asem yo o se dabi we enye ye priority na okọ appointment mi e no de akoto adwase sei wonu se oba any bema se e man ko so mo kopa adwuma ya obewe na emmemen edimane eye sex for jobs. na saade no wahwe di we hu se aban ankasa proposing law bia wode eco parliament emi yetimi apase sa bill no ye pass a wono besan emna ba be se wo ye bema na o hye oba se oma ho kwan na ne na ansa no ama na adwuma na che se emra ebe so asene be so paachi eni wadi amanfo bisa se we no ye priority anasa no so te sen eno ho nkomo an yedie politicals are nkomo ine dawo
bisanku sa ade na president kan ho asem ko kaya bias kakra se ema na ekopedwuma na mema no kaso mpeso momoda edu ba bi so mema no so kopedwuma ma mpanifo no so mede bandwuma no so de bi so peso momoda sa eye hane ha na edu wa bi a na akose mema no nko ano muntumi ensho mo ho so ba ma no bi so te sa nti o kan the president e kan say wanka so oba na obema the president e kan say se me kwa kopedwuma na se nipa na owo opportunity we ma adwuma na ye oba na so demand so person on me dance on ma adwuma na ye criminalize no ana se sabata okopɛ adwuma na se papa mo demand sex ye criminalize no ye nchi papa mo
based on the reference now make here no now more of the focus no was more of
but obiat me demanding okay that is what I want us to know so that a member being to never ring conquer say yasara show when you get children na beso and I think say it is the right thing to do because we say so share your system and then nepotism and the same man abebu na nipa na because one man kwa na anyone na creating and the work of will be unqualified crowd no be a obejiri sika no man na ye adwuma no ana kwa go file kru ni ana obefa wi eye ade a having especially young graduates na maybe I may not be adwene say I am a man de ne doso a man suffer that thing more than mema
okay cause young man there we are then create bia na
yes
yeah buy am ya
so I mean we go one day and 2 days and 3 days enti I am a adwene say young graduate one opportunity say obey adwuma e bi mpa no aba be national service war same organization mu da oba be adwuma oti ye media atwam we bi ano oni aba we bi adwuma bank bi a e ko ho ko be ba ansem you see every nipa especially obema bia we discipline man dignity hu hia no or engage him or herself in this. But among Fransu Busase, ye were affirmative law, and no crown, yentimi grand fanya juma ye. It see then ye gen want to chance of from. Who said affirmative media, Mizanku, they were TM and criminalize it. Well, we are saying Kayan 50-50. Say a member of the state institution, no woman numbers are. As a senior, a man so the same, you know, and not that what you know, what example, when in Sadio, a very difficult to do. But what shall we say about 2028? Oh, Anna make I said John Domani Mahama, Marco Shebu. Yes, say a boa point, Chisho Bema, figure dry, or do so do Hanoa and a color. Coco share the cabinet, no share my room. About Marcos and you depend on the cabinet ministers. I won't be as cabinet. About the penalty. And this only better say by 2028, obey ya. The man obey him and the be managing on ye. And don't say that's very difficult. Very difficult because some government appointments need to be political. And they are given to active political players. And to say best idea, I encourage a man more to venture into politics. Okay. Now, almost political field, no, so no, you because almost every national appointment has a political. That is what I'm saying. Because over there, say 50,000 was a 200,000 appointment at my million. So far, DCs in Kwakeke, you over 220. Yeah. There's no way out to be our council group. They say, we are Macroeconomic before say that DC. I just will be dear. I just saw your man quality. Again, so you have to qualify And then another last Thursday, now Tina put Abraham Lincoln say, I will work hard
and be ready.
Maybe one day
my time will come.
So we are bar now so appointment that work hard and be ready. Maybe one day, all can appoint the president and appoint you. So one position one uncle politics maybe. Now one uncle for school maybe. Uncle not expressing that appoint to minister. It's a baby no. A man of the politics na man. So say part there, I said you man. You encourage you more women should venture electoral commission. It's a set of to make us say oba o kofa form akodi MP krana. E say it slash base 50% of the price for you.
Okay.
May encourage a man because a man I intimidating man too much.
Albert Asumani politicals are no Kingdom Herbal Center jumaku enra ye de aba no ebo adwuma pia. Me pato say when ye oba bema na opese ohun ye fe opese orede eye fe opese bema oba ehu ba ho kama wo obi amu sampa onsoso no untumpon abrabo mu a wuhia eduru a ebeboa amu atimi adidi no adidi ye wuhia eduru a ebeboa ama yi yade ade afiri so yade bi ti say stroke yade bi ti say eye fever ne ekeke kan ho malaria ne ada ayi ni nyina no eduru betimi a protective na a build immunity no na immune system no na timi a fight yade no Kingdom garlic bitters and in the capsules. Kingdom garlic bitters and in the capsules. Abusua baby a to adro bi abomode na ko na pebi ebebo apopapa. Afei se when you oba bomode se ubetimi aye oba sima na oba sima aye oba sebe enka bia ni baby a obi na num kasa enka bia ni baby a sanso ni ebie ni amaso a enka bia ni baby a afei enya afei ni ekobie so akohunu bibi ama sebe apisi and off nemom esese ukono na uko eti oba betimi ayo oba sima wuhia eye Kingdom tremendous capsules. Kingdom tremendous capsules bema tobi koma oyere oba wankasa nsu tobi na yusu ebeboa amwayi wagina yie pa afei bema nso so esese wugina yie bema esese wo nkwamwa no ahodin bem bema bi wo ho a ne nkwamwa ko bemu a na ekofa yade kra de ama no bema sa ho yade wunya se ubenya duru a eno ne beboa asiesie wiye ama sabe utu etuo no kra na etimi akumaboa eno no eye Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Nia ewu nyina ebenyane ama niema akoyie me pa acho bo modi na nyabi na oluma sakola ehuna bobrem ebebo adwuma ama obi ahunu sampa onto graphic mo obi ankenkan da wo bra Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules ewo ho abusuai se onsabe timi akabia ba bi ato aduro bi akwa obenya bi na mom ne dodo mu no fo ani kire mu ewo ye Kingdom Herbal Center ya ewo dry lane okanshi na befa enduro no afa betimi afra me di nkomo ewo 0275 804 064 0275 804 064 and I say 0302 938 153 na fe to eduro no edodo so na baby awo bia no ye be make sure say on sabetimi aka ebra so utie yen ehwe yen se oso bebem na fe ye di nkomo enkomo a ye di ne ha ibra na fe yen so ye ni bi sanse ye nyina ye Ghana for numbers no eye 0240 550899 0240 550899 ofra mentie ho ewo radio so mentie ho ewo TV so eye sa ebeye den bomode se obeba na afi yedi nkomo sabato yafe enso ha enche or the messages ahodo a free WhatsApp the free YouTube aba ene no nso no wode ebema yen numbers a yedi djuma biem eye 0240 550899 0240 550899 ofra no aye ntientie na wunua so abambi ema bibia ye kama. Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon, thank you.
No Pein.
You can't send it here.
We didn't baby afraid na mintie.
Brother Baby.
Me too, Brother Baby.
Baba ne dika ko about papa na only the bank.
Debbie.
Yeah, na ma ba ko ni. Ni di sika ko wura e play ko ni. Chacha no kwa go ka 20,000. When you decide, oh, market me ho. And a feeder, you didn't one room screen top. You ready to look at the local circle again. You are Banshee, come out, who be out you are. Banshee, and then I am top. Now we are banner because we are telling you again. No bus sleep you are. Don't come the best with water. I didn't hear you. Every day I'm getting that. Who hear you? Let's see the other form. Well, other form. Who hear me? Look at the best was I'm sleeping at the
One so watch it, watching 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Obangu.
Sinopei.
You can't say that.
Ejawusuni. Mamintio.
The best is that they are anymore. Because you need delegates to be to obey baby Omra. So you NDCO, we NPPO. Bra, Yabajo. Tinyamwa na Enkosma. Yaman come on.
Menso medase Ejawusu 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinopei.
You can't send your people.
We didn't baby afraid for Namintio.
You're from April, make a separate Pashua.
Mamintio, a jet.
You don't want to papa. The Indian said NBC MPP and more money. It could the only solution for we will encourage the youth to bring the bills, you know. No man, how explain to you Bank of Ghana is me no. You're not the best ever. No, so that's one of the bread. It's a man up or Casa, many are doing. MPP yet, and it's yet. It's let push the base forward. No man, we pay to me, we have bread. Sir, it's just support to the base, you know. We some person me said the base. We and then touch me by tell my dinner. No person marriages, no money.
Ya power sign frame ya pump pepper cement mumachi frame na yenin komo 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon. Sinopei.
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sinopei.
I'm speaking from Walwale.
All right. What's your name and where you are calling from?
I'm calling from Walwale. My name is Inisa.
All right. Let me hear you out.
Okay. The only thing we need the base. We will need the base to come. Because in Walwale, everybody is talking about Baumia. Because Baumia doesn't talk to you. Baumia told us that the Talibu Dam over there, the one when they go there, there's nothing there to do. He told us if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose that. And we see what has happened. So we now need the base. We need the base. He's the only person who can save Ghana. I'm speaking from Walwale and I'm paying the tip. It's only Agyapong that we need. We need to come and meet us in 2028. He's the only person who can save us, who can save Ghana. No anybody else. Baumia, we don't know him as a Muslim. Baumia, we know him as a lion. Because we Muslims, when you lie to us first, second one you came, said we never mind you. That's why we see Baumia as a lion. So that's what I can say for you. So we pray that the base, may the good Lord promote to meet the base. And can Agyapong come and save us from this happen.
All right, thank you very much for your submission. 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinopei.
Achomasa, Yamukan. In fact, Ghana yadi. It's a cocoa between Joboka. So, you saw my penny to Abaman say, and come down Naka. She come by a butum. You say, yeah, Nabe butum. And now watching Abe butum. It's some say, no more with Moka, Ebemono. Mukana, the DA, or Ghana Cocoto. Bye bye.
Menso medase 0240550899. Me fa last two callers na fe messages ahodo no nso so atoa so 0240550899 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
But
Kwame Esiedu Kasafe.
I'm going to see.
Maminti.
Media, Mr. Media,
okay, asumani ya pongwa fre na one obekasa. Why? Me da say menfa last caller na fe menfansi 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
No Pein.
I can't say you Papa.
Would baby afro na meet you?
Because it's I feel sometimes.
Mammy,
I think that I think for municipality. It is Kodonyama. And it is Kodonyama. I think for municipality. In fact, there is a 43,000. There is a higher Kasa. There is a higher Kasa. In time to play a campaign, one of them, calculated the fund. There is only before you knew what then can phone so, or your memory. Like I'm going to release me, can phone. I'm telling you, then get that higher Kasa. I want to track. I have a I'm talking with me. I didn't let that cool. I appreciate it. I will my way. Now, then it's not higher. Then we voted it. I'm telling you, I can't hear my cat. Tell them on the top about this with you. Well, in your teacher, NBC, the same thing. You push it. I'm not talking about it. You're not just false. Then get that higher.
May I say, watch what make points every day. May I say, Nankupon, Menfa course, Sabato, we are saying, I have Yawade messages I hold on from YouTube and then WhatsApp as well. Sabato, we are fit at saying.
Mr. Nyame adom me hoye pa na so e.
Nyankopon adom ne mpa bonti me nso me hoye.
Ye da nyame ase.
Kingdom tremendous capsules no eye dru pa.
It's all kan fa ma me wo.
Na me kan fa.
Mate, menumbi. Menumbi.
Ma yenkwa me mouse 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay. Anyway, my main file YouTube messages ahodo aba no and WhatsApp there no entudwa. Na YouTube there and I made share as usual. When Adai Francis or say the NPP will benefit greatly from Bawumia if they allow him to perform as a comedian rather than a politician and flag bearer. We so a moderator. I say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. We should forget about NDC and NPP. We should focus on the base. We should focus on the base only. The base, Ghana first. The base, jobs. The base, power. When you see a Felix upon, I say honorable Ken Agyapong, long life and good health and prosperity. When so a Phobia member TV or say fantastic one Phobia member TV say the base Ghana first set Opoku or say good afternoon No Pein the base Ghana first kakra we ape and amefa on YouTube mamefa kakra so our WhatsApp and kaho Mr. Nkum and then say screen person ogumeni mas by emfa okay me WhatsApp there no ana eba we say Mr. President, please do not forget your promises. 1, cocoa increment. 2, women's bank. 3, 24-hour economy. 4, school children feeding. Please, what are you doing? Where a janto edifi a showman and a buy. We say now New Patriotic Party NPP turn to Baumia Party. Also BP from Chemawun to me at his birthday party on Saturday. Well, the base need a family home bay and farm waka. We Sabina Edifi Pig Farm and a buy. We say Mr. Inkum, please wish my big boy Nana Yaukum sing for me. Happy birthday. Anything good in this life be his portion. So we pay more fire and Nana Yau picture and waha say no. We as I say, good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. NDC is still behaving as if they are still in opposition, but I don't blame them. The base government will rest them in opposition for a long time. Hashtag the base Ghana first. And Pasolo, they will pay no say Masino pay. Hey, Mr. Inkum. And then say Atamfa sorry. We say the day Ghanaians shall cross the Liberty River of NDC and NPP, led by Honorable Ken Agyapong 2028, the soul of Ghanaian ancestors shall resurrect from their graveyard and rejoice because NPP NDC cares upon Ghana is over. Way Nana Kofi Osei Okukudru for the message we buy. Mr. Inkum, we say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum and Asumani. Hey, I hear JDM is praising some contractor. Also they Ogam also 4 exhibitions. Akasa Kojo Kwansa, also watching you live from Awutu Ofada near Bojiase. We say the minority has not been convincing enough for the ordinary Ghanaian on the Bank of Ghana operational losses for a good cause. They have to explain properly and proffer what else the Bank of Ghana have done to achieve the welcoming economic stability for everything, also for businesses and individuals to plan better than a few years before. Everything we do in life has some cost to strategically incur in order to achieve our targeted goals. It is said you can't eat your cake and still have it. Way Erejao Edifi Ashaliboche and a buy. Mr. Nguma, last one.
Last one is
Oh, and lost. Tony and the Zar. Good afternoon, please. Let's amplify the base and forget about the NDC and NPP tanks. Where at Sacramento, Edifi Abokobi and a bite. Mr. Nkumedi, where's he?
Sabato. Today happens to be birthday of very special people here. Eti ene abafodi so awoda monfanto so ebreni ho monfanto so ne yanko. Eti eno na eda so no we your friend no Joanna. Happy birthday going out to you, Joanna. We Joanna na Joanna minim obi ode ba ya wentimi anfa dini nyina ba Joanna pe am ode ba ya many baby free buy. Eti Joanna, happy birthday going out to you. We see Burundi and a buy. We if Burundi go and a buy. Now another one, Mrs. Safol, and so dear and a wahai. Happy birthday going out to you. We susu if Burundi or not just no Burundi or no quantum. Hey. Na yen fancy Albert as many politicals are ewa ha obi the message bi aba se menkan emfama no na oya no na fe yen fan sorry we say Mr. Albert Asumani, we had really like you to join the base. What would it take me to convince you You are the missing ingredient in our team. And with you on board, everything would come together perfectly. So when every abena deda eho say dear enna yemfan convince say
Mr. Enkum.
Yes sir.
We esen kawa ngasa o
enti me
catch na enti answer na
me catch
wa udim
me catch
me catch enti farman
enti bibia be catch
na nzam answer na e be come
yeah
we say Dr. Udonfe a year the submission here na me ka say I disagree with you with point you make here na ya twe madwen agina Bank of Ghana the framework are working within the inflation band,
okay,
which is within 8% plus or minus 2. Like I said, plus or minus 2, 8%, no. That's what me at me, and I say, we will be to me. And yes, so you are looking at 6%. And you look at one, there is the inflation rate. Yes. And at any point in time, that Bank of Ghana wants to control inflation. This is the framework they are supposed to work within.
Okay.
It's not Dr. Donfair can say a quarter na chese adwin probably say we want to do it to favor. It's when I went to read on the framework, then I realized that what Dr. Donfair said was right. Okay. It's the Bank of Ghana. At the moment they decide to go below 6, 5, 4, 3, then we are off on a their framework.
All right.
Where that is where I'm a person making corrections. Now in all
right.
Doc, I salute you.
Thank you very much. Albert Asumani politicals are I don't know. Baby I will be on the Jumedi no SC. Thank you for being part of the show. Asante Mantemo Ash 101.1. We were second to none, and we are still second to none. And now we are the pride of Central NAP Radio 90.1 and Oman 107.1. We are shaping the nation. Net 2 TV beyond the limit. I'm your day everywhere. Your friend Anthony Kofi Nkumdazi. Ote Albert Asumani political zanka. And you D and Komo. Yame ya domwa echinebe sanso atwaso na Michelle Mo senyankopon ya domwa ukwada yemi orua Jacob Osei Yeboa. Jacob Osei Yeboa. Joy oye newly convicted say no oye proud the base member ebetena ha afa yedi nkomo enso ewa ha your friend Anthony Kofi Nkumdazi Mr. Nkum Sinupei ya kano senia etie we are out.